Hello, beautiful Scorpio. Thank you for being here. My name is Jaden, and this is Lighthouse 36. Today I'm doing a bonus read. It's timeless for the Scorpio Collective. All right, let's get started and see what messages Spirit has for you today. Spirit, what messages do you have for the Scorpio Collective? Overall theme, please. What do you want them to know? Okay, we've got two cards. We've got the heart chakra card. Just waiting for that to focus. Okay. And we've got the standing your ground card. Okay. Standing your ground or stand your ground. Just move that over just a little bit. All right, let's get three cards from this other deck. See what other messages are here. Spirit, what other messages do you have for the Scorpio Collective? Scorpio, if you're interested in finding out what decks I use or more about the decks that I use, please check out the description box below the video. I always list them there. Crossroads. Interesting. Liminality. Okay. So liminal meaning, if you're not familiar with that word, being at the crossroads, being in the in-between, like a transition phase. There's cat here, mystery. Okay, one more message. Oh, Spirit wanted to give you two. We'll take it. Map, oh my goodness, map direction. It's interesting because the map card has showed up for almost all the signs in this series. So there's something here about a direction, being given a map regarding what future steps to take. And Daisy, innocence. So this is reminding me very much of the Fool card in the traditional tarot, that type of energy. Okay, let's get some clarifiers, please, Spirit. Can you please clarify crossroads and liminality? Please clarify crossroads and liminality for the Scorpio Collective. Haha, there it is. Daisy, Fool card. Okay, innocence. Okay. Yeah, I was picking up on that energy. Okay. One more clarifier for crossroads and liminality. Ace of Wands. Okay, beautiful. Cat and mystery. Please clarify cat and mystery. You've got the Eight of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Beautiful. Map and direction. You've got the Knight of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, beautiful. And Daisy. Too many, Spirit, too many. Let's see, the Chariot card came out there. Let's see if it wants to come out again. Please clarify Daisy and innocence. Six of Cups. Oh, the Chariot did want to come out. It did want to come out. It came out again. Beautiful. Thank you, Spirit. Really appreciate that, Spirit. Thank you. Okay, the very first message that I'm getting here is that there's some kind of heartfelt dream that you have. Another reading got that the same type of message. Perhaps you're reading more than one, viewing more than one placement here. It may apply to you. Check out all your placements, sun, moon, rising. You may get this confirmation in another reading as well, because I do remember that appearing. Same type of message, okay? What's a little different here is that I'm also getting the message that this is a long-held dream, like, probably from childhood. In my experience, and this may not apply to everyone, Usually there's something that you dream of doing when you're about the ages of 12 or 13, okay? That has to do with your destiny, okay? Um, Something that you really loved and were passionate about that age, and it's related to your destiny. So the seeds may have been planted, where is it? At that time, okay? Since you were, you know, um, 12 or 13, but it doesn't have to be. It just could be something from the past, okay? Some seeds that have been planted in the past. A passion that was planted in your heart is what I'm hearing from the past, okay? So I'm going to put that card there with the heart chakra card, okay? This is a long held dream, a long held dream. And, this message has come out in other readings as well. Um, your reality may not be reflecting that dream right now, okay? Um, but you're standing firm and believing in your dream, believing in yourself no matter what, okay? You're standing your ground about this. There may be people around you, even people that love you very much, but their belief is starting to wane in some way, okay? Or just a lot of naysayers around you, um, you know, that don't believe this is possible. So this could be like maybe your family owns a business, for example, and you're expected to, um, you know, work in that business, but you have other dreams for yourself. Or perhaps your parents always envisioned you doing a certain type of work, okay, following in their footsteps, or had dreams for you, dreams that they weren't able to accomplish is what I'm getting, and they want that for you, okay? But you have your dreams of your own, okay? And you're standing your ground and believing in it, in yourself, in your dreams, this long held dream, no matter what, okay? No matter what. Um, Good for you. It takes a lot of strength and courage to do that. You know, it's like you're at the crossroads now. You're at the crossroads in a liminal state here. It's like you can choose to do something else instead. Um, for example, um, maybe you have this long held dream of moving to LA, becoming an actor, okay? This is just an example, a long held dream, okay? And you're planning to do that. But, in the meantime, another job comes in right now, like maybe you're, a relative or friend offers you, or friend of the family offers you a really good paying job right now. And you could really use that sort of security and stability, okay? You're at a liminal state of some sort where you have to make a choice, okay? And I can't advise you on what to do, whether this is a personal reading or a collective reading, okay? Certainly not for a collective reading, okay? Because I don't know your personal situation. But there's a decision here to be made, okay? And, uh, you know, are you going to choose this temporary stability, for example, or are you going to choose the road less traveled? Choose your dream, choose you instead. And I know things aren't black and white because, if you're really struggling financially, choosing you might mean, going for that stable job. Okay. Um, it's not an easy decision. There's a choice to be made here. Okay. Um, but I'm seeing from the cards on the table here, if this resonates with you and it applies to you, um, I can see that you're choosing the path less chosen. You're believing in yourself, going after this long-held dream. You're choosing independence here. You're choosing the mystery instead of what is safe. Okay? Um, yeah. It's like there's inspiration here. There's an epiphany moment of some sort, and you realize, no, I'm not ready to give up on my dream just yet, is what I'm getting. I'm not going to give up on it just yet. You know, maybe you do take the stability, for a little while so you can save up enough money to follow your real dream. Okay, it doesn't have to be either or. Okay, um, maybe you need to save up money to go to LA to be an actor. Okay, so maybe you take that stable job temporarily while you get your finances in order, or to support the dream that you do have. Maybe you take a stable job so you can do your writing if you want to be a published writer. Um, there's what I'm hearing is there's no right or wrong here. Okay. Um, Spirit's asking you to stop looking at it as a right or a wrong. Okay. Um, you can choose a certain path now, and then you can always pivot. You can always go to something else that resonates more with you in the future. There's always the opportunity to start again, to change your mind. Okay. Like this decision that you make is not written in stone, is what I'm hearing. I had spirits reminding me, I had a counselor once advise me, um, you know, like we all have bills to pay, okay? We all have to support ourselves. We have to eat healthy, etc. And she advised, like, take a job that, has as little responsibility as possible, where you're not stressing out and having to work all kinds of overtime hours to get the job done. Um, Take the job, and then do what you love on the side. Okay. So that's something that Spirit's asking me to share with you. This reading's not about me, obviously, but Spirit's asking me to share that advice with you because it is very good advice. Um, you know, we all have bills to pay. I'm also being reminded of the actor who plays on Big Bang Theory. He plays the character Leonard, and I think he was on another sitcom before that, and this is a very unique individual because I read that like he didn't even finish high school, okay? He believed in his dream so much that he didn't even finish high school and he headed out for Hollywood. And, obviously his dreams have come true. I don't know, you know, what sacrifices he had to make along the way for that, but his dreams did come true. So I think the overall message that I'm getting here for you is there's no right or wrong decision, okay? You know what's best for you at this time. And if you decide, 6 months down the road, okay, I'm ready to pivot in another direction, this is not working out for me, that's okay, okay? There's no rush here. Um, but, you know, there is an epiphany here. Um, uh, Coming in on how you're going to, navigate these crossroads. There's an epiphany here. And I'm really feeling like, you know, you're choosing the road less traveled, okay? You're on the fool's journey here. You're taking the road less traveled here and claiming your independence. You know, you may not know exactly what lays ahead, what lies ahead. You may have a certain amount of savings. You're going to take your chance and go for that dream. You know, maybe you're going to take a sabbatical. Maybe you're going to live off your savings for a little while. Maybe you're just going to take a job, um, uh, just to pay the bills right now. Maybe something you're not passionate about, but just to pay the bills. Something along these lines. Yeah, I'm getting again Big Bang Theory. I haven't watched that show in a million years, but in a long while. But, you know, Penny did that at one point. She really wanted to be serious about her acting. She gave up her um, job at the Cheesecake Factory, and she just lived off her savings and her credit cards for a while to really give this dream of hers a go. All right. And at the end, it didn't work out for her, and she chose to get a more secure and stable job. Okay. So, um, you may choose one path now, and it's okay to change your mind later, is what Spirit's saying. There's a real big message here of there being no right or wrong here. I do see you walking away from something here with the Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something here. And you're choosing independence. I'm getting an example here of maybe a relationship that may have been initially supportive, and I think I talked about this at the beginning of the reading. A relationship where someone, it could be platonic, family, romantic, someone being supportive, but they're not being as supportive anymore. Their support has waned for your dream. Okay. And you may be choosing independence and walking away from this. It could even be a job, um, that may pay very well and is very stable, but you're walking away from it in order to fulfill a dream from your childhood, like a real heartfelt dream here. You're really standing your ground about this dream, no matter what you choose. Okay, you're really standing your ground here. I feel that the majority of you are going to choose this dream. Okay, this dream of yours, this passion of yours, and you're going to nurture it. Okay, you're going to continue to nurture this dream, and it's going to pay off big time with the Nine of Pentacles here. The Nine of Pentacles is a very independent energy, very independent. Okay, your harvest is coming in, and you can feel it. It's coming. Okay, and you're going to do whatever it takes to make this dream come true. You're going to be romanticizing your life here, okay? You're going to choose what you're passionate about, is what I'm seeing here. Choosing what you're passionate about, and you're going to be given a map on what direction to go, okay? Right here, you're in the crossroads, but a map is being given to you, and you're going to know what initial steps to take. You may not see everything in front of you. There's that Fool card energy here, like an innocence. You don't know exactly what's ahead, but you know how to take the initial steps here. You're moving forward for sure. Okay, there's a victory here. There's definitely a victory here. I feel like you're choosing your dream no matter what. If this is a matter of some kind of stability that's come in, some stable job, for instance, you may take that temporarily so you can save up enough money to follow your true dream. Okay? Or maybe you're just gonna, go ahead, just move ahead and follow your dream, even if you don't have all the finances in place. And again, there's this message like from Spirit that no matter what you choose, there's no wrong or right here. Okay? It's going to lead you to your dream no matter what. You may take the more scenic route, okay, the longer way around, but you're going to get there no matter what. So stop agonizing over this, is the word I'm hearing. Stop agonizing this, like, like there's a sense of perfection here. Like, you know, if I don't take this job, if I do take this job, my dream is gone. Like there's an either or here, and this is not the case at all. Okay? Your dream is your dream. It could even lie dormant for a little while, but it always comes back. There's no wrong or right choice here. Stop beating yourself up. And I'm hearing again the word agonizing over this. Just do what feels right to you in this moment. Trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Okay, we're going to get a message from the angels. Angels, any confirmation, clarification, or additional message for the Scorpio Collective? I feel like I'm going to take two messages here. Yeah, embracing your future. I step into the future with an open heart. I step into the future with an open heart. You're embracing your future. No matter what decision you make, you're embracing this future. One more message, please. Yeah, expecting miracles. Wow, wow, Scorpio. This is amazing. Expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, get over this agonizing, this indecision, this, I have to make the right choice, okay? Whatever choice you make, it's the right choice for you at this time, okay? Do what feels right and expect miracles to take place, okay? Embrace your future no matter what. Even if you have to put your dream on hold for a little while, don't worry. It's not going to leave you. You're not going to lose it. It's going to come back and resurface. Okay? Do what's best for you right now. Take good care of yourself. Okay? There's no wrong decision here. That's what the spirit really wants you to know, okay? And to expect miracles. Embrace your future. Wow, what a beautiful reading, Scorpio. I know this is not easy energy to navigate. I'm hearing dualities. This world is filled with dualities, and you know, it's not easy navigating our lives here on this earth plane. It's not easy being human. So I'm sending you so much love, and I'm wishing you all the very best on your journey. And if you enjoyed this reading, if you found it helpful, please show this channel some love, and I'll see you next time. Bye.